That's right. Red day, blessed day. Now, you heard yesterday the Federal Reserve will continue with the tapering, but tapering does not equal hiking rates. And that's the most important. There are two games in town. One, liquidity. And number two, the fact that the Federal Reserve won't be increasing rates so far. And that's something that you have to take advantage. That's the most important. So stay long. The melt up is here. There's a lot of professionals talking about the melt up, but the most important thing is how do you know how to stay in the trend? That's what you need, right? Now, if you're a professional, you've been doing this for a little bit, you do have some sense of direction. Now, if you're new and you want to sort of pack yourself with the best tools, then Hawkeye definitely is one that you have to pay attention. Now remember, if you go to the description of the video, there's a link and you can access the professional package. It will have a cost, but just remember, I just want you to imagine, what if this tool were the one to guide you all the way to the promised land? The money, that's right. Now, remember, this is the same tools, legendary traders, Anthony Speciale making $100,000 trading oil futures. And also one of our mentors, Randy Lindsay, engineer in the United States. Hey, the same guy making $10,000. Do you know how he did it? He's doing it, well, still doing, I think so. He did it using the Hawkeye tools. So more than ever, I encourage you to give it a go, give it a try, and add it to your arsenal. It can only make you better. All right, so let's jump to the screen and work with a name. This is a name that you know, but nevertheless, let's repeat it, okay? Also, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you will be receiving three charts that you probably haven't thought about it. And the reason why we get this information is because at the end of the day, that's right, at the end of the day, I don't chase information. Thanks to the Hawkeye scanner, I get everything I need. And that's pretty simple. How about that? You don't chase information. Information goes to you directly to your inbox. And our team is putting together the final touches, and it's going to be beautiful. But more than beautiful, it will be helpful for you, okay? So enough talking, let's work. Let me just minimize myself. And as usual, Apple. What to expect and what not to expect from Apple. So on the left side, I have the people point levels from Hawkeye. And what I want to do today is just give you the full methodology. If you're trading for a living, if you actually want to make this your business. Now remember, women, men, you should have different sources of income, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a great trader. You want to have that ability to have multiple sources of income. That's how you get rich. You want to make rich, or you just want to be concerned about money next day? Well, you want to be rich. So again, the tools are part of the game. You got these tools, you master the business of trading, and then you start building other sources with the money you make. Probably, I'm encouraging you to actually have a positive attitude. You're going to take that money and you're going to build multiple sources of income. So always remember, trading will be one more of the many you will build. All right. Now, let's take a look first. Why? What is the base of the Hawkeye trading methodology? First off, everything has to be aligned. This is monthly, weekly, and daily. When we have heat map, which is the bottom, green, 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 one. Number two, roadkill, that dot, the green light, that right there, it's what we're looking. That's very bright. That's a very bright green. And it's indicating we have a massive conjunction between momentum, volume, and the trend right there. Here, this is the point on the monthly. There you go, in this one. So from 135.84 all the way to 146.58, that was a positive close for Apple on the monthly view. If I were to follow now the trend will start, it will build up from lower time frames. In that case, take a look at the daily. Now, this green, think about like the Oz path, right? So this is the way that you have to follow. Just follow the green, follow the money. Sorry, guys. Now, the second level is your support based on the guidance of Hawkeye trend plus stops. That means if I'm buying at this level, probably I am going to set my stop loss under the little shaded area. You see that right there? Let me just move so you can see it. That's 144. So I'm a buyer of the trend when I have the deep Hawkeye trends plus stops. It's right there showing me what I have to do. It's very visual. Humans are visual animals, so you have to pay attention. When I buy, where is the stop loss? Because everyone's going to ask you, where do I place my stop loss? Then the shaded, you see this shadow, that's green, that's still a valid level. That's a 144.07. You're going to place it under, probably $1 or $2 under that shaded area. That's where you place your stop. And then you look forward to continuing the trend. So pull back, perfect landing on the Hawkeye trend, and then continuation. Same way, what most important on the weekly is the fact that we're coming from a strong pivot point. Now, this pivot point at 137 is nothing more than the high back on April 26. So you have a strong support at that area and then continuation of the trend. The question is, what do you expect from this level? This is pretty easy, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did all the projections on Tesla. Support from the tool, support from Hawkeye Traders, all right, and Hawkeye Scanner. They've been telling me to be a buyer for a couple of weeks now. What I have to know at this point, first, if I were to understand what's the key level is 137.96. This is the level, as I said, from the pivot point back on October, the first week of October, right? Now, I'm just going to help myself with a little bit of technical analysis. We have a breakout. This breakout took place back in July of this year. Very important. And I will say ambitious with my target. And if you think it cannot happen, remember, the Apple Store, roughly per year, it's making $20 billion. I may be wrong with the number, but I just want to give you a sense of how much money Apple makes. It's like $20 billion, 75% margin. You heard that correctly. 75% margin. If you think someone's going to take down Apple, not even the US government. It's not going to happen. Now, look at this. Let's just measure the whole area. That will be from the low of COVID-19 all the way to this top. That will be an $85 range. That's 85 points. Now that we have the breakout, it will take some time. We'll take some structures. All dips are going to turn into buy opportunities. That's the name of the video. Red day, blessed day, and that will be your opportunity to get long on Apple. So for the time being, my very ambitious target will be $220 for Apple. I repeat, today we're trading at $150. There's more juice to squeeze from this one, and I'm begging you, don't short it. Take every red day so you can start building up a strong position. If you have your IRA, if you have your 401k, Apple at 150 is still a very attractive stock. Now, as usual, it's not about talking, it's about have a sense of risk and reward. Like Dr. Jim Simons from Renaissance Technology. Everything is about understanding the data, but at the same time, you need to have a sense of risk. So at this point, what I would like to share with you is just an idea. Remember, I'm not your personal advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm your performance coach. So if you're looking to improve your trading, not only we can do sessions with the Hawkeye trading tools, but at the same time, you have to get the tools. You cannot rent your future. You have to own your future, and that's the most important. Now look at this. Risk. How do I measure risk? Well, the breakout is 1 cent. That can be a 12% risk. I would prefer to take the low. This is the low in June. That will be an 80% risk on this trade. Looking all the way to close that projection, 85 points. That will take me to a 49% estimated return with only 18% risk. That will give you a risk-reward ratio, $1 risk to take home $2.70. How about that? So that's the beauty. That's the beauty to work with these excellent tools, comprehensive tools, volume, trend, guidance. That's what you need, and it's 100% visual. Remember, in our editorial this week, our team putting together excellent content. You will have 3 more names. So not only I want you to smash the like button, I want also you to subscribe and make sure to be ready because we will be coming with more information every week, every day, the best that Hawkeye Scanner and the Hawkeye Traders tools have to offer. Now remember, I don't have to repeat myself, but I have to. I want to. I want to make sure you don't miss out this important opportunity. Go to the description of this video, right? On the description, there's a link. It will jump directly to the offer. Yeah, you see the power. You see we have all the tools. Probably you have an idea. You have something that you want to trade. You want to double check that with the Hawkeye Traders methodology. So you need to have your, in this case, trading view. Also, we are available for Ninja Trader, TradeStation, but you want to own your future. You don't want to rent it. So make sure you go to the description of the video and click on that link and take a look at the Hawkeye Traders tool indicator offer. Guys, this is all I have for you today. Have a wonderful weekend. And remember, red day, blessed day. Ciao, ciao.